Salut, c'est Jocus et on se retrouve dans Vampyr avec la quête la plus exceptionnelle de tous les jeux confondus. Nous allons ouvrir une porte. Oui?
I'm not one to make wait, Doctor.
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
Alors, comment ça pas d'antiseptique?
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Ok. Eh bien nous allons fouiller la morgue. Donc je vérifie. Le son du jeu est actif. Je suis en 60 fps. Et le micro a l'air de fonctionner. Peut-être assistons-nous au premier épisode de la série qui se déroule bien. À voir. Jamais. On n'est pas à l'abri d'une surprise. Alors... il me faudrait du sang quand même.
It's locked.
Même si je suis pas complètement en dèche. Il me faudrait des petits ratounets. Parce que bon, les scales sont un peu costauds quoi. Malgré tout. État satisfaisant. Ah, je sens qu'il va y avoir quelques petits problèmes ici. Il y a du bruit. Ah ça des fioles, il n'y a pas à dire. J'en ai quoi. Je détecte rien. Alors non, je ne voulais pas sortir. Voilà, vieille morgue, avec les bruits inquiétants et tout ce qui va avec.
It's locked, all right.
Coucou. Ah, il va y avoir des saloperies au sous-sol. Ah ben voilà. Niveau 6. Waouh! Putain mais bondit ça!
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
De la quinine. Ok. Ah, quand ils font des bons, ils rigolent pas quoi. Bah les chevrotines. Chevrotines.
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Je veux pas y aller. Pourquoi tu sors ta... Ah d'accord. Ah. Touché. Saloperie de bestiole.
It's locked.
Bon bah direction le sous-sol hein. On va peut-être essayer les étages avant le
Balls
sous-sol.
of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
Bah voilà. On va faire des petits mélanges. Ah, échantillon de sang. Parfait. On va pouvoir jouer à l'apprenti chimiste et tout quoi. Ah! Non, j'ai pas eu peur. C'est pas vrai. Il y a aucune preuve en vidéo. Et merde. Ok, un scal. 2 scales. 3 scales. Merveilleux.
These scales feed from corpses and the husks of animals. Then turn to blood.
Ah, saloperie de bestiole. Eh! Et putain, cette portée qu'il a, quoi. Dégage, saloperie. Waouh. J'ai ramassé... Grave. Pas lésiner sur le soin. Ça ressente la caméra, ok. Ah. Et... Ah mais pourquoi j'ai pas réussi à... Allez, viens là. Mangez. Petit connard. Pourquoi tu n'apparais pas, toi? Bonjour. Je ne vois rien. Schlagvuk. C'est compliqué, hein? Quoi, où? Alors, bureau du médecin légiste, défunt, machin, gna gna gna. Cause probable du décès, pneumonie foudroyante due à une consolidation pulmonaire causée par un virus grippe espagnole.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this.
Ah d'accord, ok.
It's locked, all right.
Couteau d'amputation usé. Vous avez obtenu une nouvelle arme main gauche. Équipez-la et appuyez sur Y pour absorber directement du sang. Ok. C'est chiant que les portes se referment. On sait jamais pas. On sait jamais trop par où on est déjà passé. Si ce n'est les corps qui traînent, bien sûr. Un truc là. Oh, 3 shillings. Perfect. Alors, trouver de l'hypochlorite de sodium. Bonjour. Hop hop hop. C'est quoi cette merde? Je me calme tout de suite.
These skulls can be so ferocious.
Waouh, c'est pas passé loin. Hein.
I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting. Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Ouais, effectivement, ça va être compliqué quoi. Y'a rien là? Une formule énigmatique. Alors, à analyser. J'ai découvert des nouveaux schémas. Traitement pour le rhume, la bronchite et la pneumonie. Et ça, sérum de sang léger, restaure immédiatement 60 points de sang. Ok. C'est pas oufissime. Mais c'est déjà ça. Se reposer, ouais, tu m'étonnes qu'il faut que je me repose. Toc toc toc. Le plus dur sera la chute, c'est quoi ça? Ah, concernant la mort de Samuel Connors, je ne suis pas encore totalement convaincu, peut-être devrais-je mener ma propre enquête pour déterminer la véritable cause de la mort du patient. Et donc elle, j'ai pas le niveau. Quoi? B. Alors, voyons voir les lèvres.
Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps?
Ok. Les lésions aux jambes et aux bras.
Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman.
Que là, rien de fou. La poitrine.
The chest was originally open to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened.
Donc les poumons.
A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful.
Et donc hémorragie interne.
Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
Tippett, c'est lequel Tippett déjà? Ah, Tippett, c'est le papy. Ah, il est pas méchant pourtant, Tippett, ça.
It's locked.
Je me demande si on a une compétence de déverrouillage ou bien si c'est une clé ou un truc qu'on récupère plus tard. J'aimerais bien me mettre un rat sous la main là. Ah putain! Je ne l'avais point vu. Oh putain. Wow, 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 wow. Ah bah ouais, Ah ça m'arrange pas là. Ah quoi que je peux me soigner un peu. Ils sont deux. Ah mais putain! Dégage, dégage. De là. Tu m'agaces. Non. Non, 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 non. Ça me fait reprendre où tout ça? Donc avec le plein de vie, j'ai pas de sang. Ah, ils sont tous revenus au rez-de-chaussée, d'accord. Non. Non, non. Ah mais la stamina, je fais pas gaffe. Mais dégage! Oh là 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 là! Ça va être compliqué. Surtout que j'arrête d'essayer de jouer comme un bourrin. Je peux pas y aller en gros forcing. Du coup je me casse là, c'est bon? Alors... rentrons. On va aller poser quelques questions gênantes. Alors... il est où? Où est-ce qu'il se cache? Docteur! Ah bah les voilà tous les deux. On va commencer par l'infirmière. Bon, je l'ai perdu.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Bonne nouvelle, je sais pas.
Corcoran, I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor. How did he die? What happened?
He was my patient. He died because of my mistake. That's the blunt truth.
Alors... ah, on va pas le pousser à la retraite quand même. C'est qui?
Who was this patient?
I don't know. Some sick man from the docks, maybe a fisherman. I had no time to talk with him. No one claimed a body.
Et t'as fait quoi comme erreur?
What was the nature of the mistake?
It was a twofold error. My diagnosis was wrong, and the administered dosage was too strong.
Ah, au bout d'un moment, il faut savoir s'arrêter.
Why not stop practicing?
Are you mad? I killed that man, I admit it, and it won't happen again. I have saved so many lives since then.
Ok.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Merde, elle est où? Je l'avais vue de loin. Inconnu. Ouais, elle est trop loin. Ouais, t'es fatigué, c'est bon, on a compris. Ah bah voilà.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Allez.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett in our situation?
Alors, je comprends, vous avez pris un grand risque. Ouais, vous avez pris un risque.
Perhaps you did it with the best intentions, Nurse Brannigan, but you took a great risk. Must I remind you that a man died?
You mean you've never made a mistake? Never covered your tracks? Come on, Doctor. I wasn't born yesterday.
I've decided that I won't reveal Dr. Tippett's, shall we say, misdemeanor.
I'm so glad you share my point of view. Dr. Tippett is a brilliant practitioner. We most definitely need his know-how.
I hope you're right. This is a huge risk we're taking.
Dr. Tippett must regain his confidence. Please, Keep this decision between you and me. He doesn't need to know you found out.
Trop tard. Ah, j'aurais dû aller le voir en premier. Enfin, aller la voir en
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Shit. Encore un truc de plus où il faut faire attention, alors non seulement dans le choix de ses réponses, mais en plus quand il y a plusieurs possibilités d'intervenants, faire attention à l'ordre dans lequel on parle aux gens. Allez, traitement pour la fatigue. En faire d'autres encore, hein. Tac tac à Dorothy Crane. C'est lesquels Crane? Ok, donc j'en ai besoin d'un troisième. Faut que je soigne les deux autres patients. J'arrive, Dorothy! Et ben en même temps, c'est pas la première fois.
But in the circumstances, I'm willing.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Alors, les maladies font baisser la qualité du sang des citoyens. Soignez-les avec les bons médicaments. Parlez au patient dans la pièce située derrière Dorothy pour voir son état de santé.
Sweet girl.
Hello.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
Alors, donnez.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
C'est parlé de ça?
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Alors...
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
Bon, t'es en bonne main quand même.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed. It's my mother.
In the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm all right. Don't waste your time.
Good evening,
with me.
Doctor. How is my son doing?
Je peux pas te dire de partir. Non.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Mais sinon, il va mieux. Soif de sang. N'oubliez pas que le sang des citoyens vous apporte énormément d'expérience. Cherchez les citoyens avec un niveau de charme inférieur ou égal au vôtre et faites le bon choix. Arrêtez de me tenter. Parce que bon, je commence un peu à avoir la dalle.
Good evening, Mr. Cox.
Dr. Reed, still working at night, I see. I like that.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me. More interesting, one way or another.
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox. I hope you're starting to take better care of yourself.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a dump?
Allez.
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating all of my patients equally. But don't push your luck.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way. And also weaknesses that can be exploited.
T'inquiète pas, tu le sauras bien assez tôt. Ah. Ah tiens.
Do you ever think about that poor fellow I saw you push in the water?
The wound he gave me will make sure I don't forget him. Still fucking hurts. Boss had cut me good.
Bah, ça arrive.
What did he want? Revenge?
I recently had to kill his brother. Poor arsehole thought it would be easy to return the favour.
Eh ben. Alors vous êtes un monstre, vous avez peut-être raison, vous ne connaissez que la loi du plus fort? Ah tiens, ouais.
Only the strongest survive, then. Survival at all costs. Is that all you think about?
I'm the toughest bastard you'll ever meet, Dr. Reed. And I don't give a fuck what you think of me.
Ok. Mais bon, t'as failli crever quand même.
That man was determined to murder you. You almost died.
What a surprise. The first time I met him, he nearly shit himself. Fucking coward. I guess revenge gives you balls.
Ah ouais, tiens.
How is your hospitalization going, Mr. Cox?
This is a shitty place with shitty staff. But as long as I'm treated alright, I'll be fine.
What's wrong with the Pembroke staff?
That bastard you sent to bring me here, Milton. I thought he was going to break all my bones before I reached my bed.
I see. Any other smart comments?
The nurses aren't too ugly. Especially that foxy one, Nurse Crane. Pretty brunette, tough attitude, all like that.
Ok, ok.
What's wrong with the hospital?
Come on, Dr. Reed. The place is a dump. Smelly, sad, and dirty.
But you're alive thanks to the efforts and dedication of the staff here, aren't you?
What are you expecting, a medal? I thought that saving lives was just part of the job. Must be an unsatisfactory profession at this time, I'm sure.
Non, mon métier, c'est que tu sois en bonne santé pour que je puisse te manger plus tard.
How long do you think you can escape the law, Clay?
I know this city like the back of my hand, Doc. I know its streets, who to pay, who to avoid, and who to bully. I won't get caught.
Uh-huh.
We can't escape the consequences of our actions. The past catches up with us in the end.
I ain't afraid of death. I don't hide who I am. I live my life honestly, which is more than I can say for most folks.
And who are you then?
I'm the leader of the Wet Boot Boys. One day I'll leave this shitty place and punch in the face all who thought I would not come back.
Nouvel indice disponible.
I'll
Ok.
leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Ok, ok. Allons voir le boss. Et puis après, j'irai lever les tranquilles. Et voir ce que je pourrais trouver pour moins ramasser pendant les combats. Parce que là, ça devient compliqué.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea. But my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
Ouais.
There is an absurd poetry to my situation. Physician, heal thyself.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
I'm not some doe-eyed student, Edgar. I understand we both have something to gain from this relationship.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Ok. Allons voir la mécène. J'ai l'impression que je peux faire sans prendre un niveau et... Vu que c'est juste pour parler...
I cannot enter.
Je fais un putain de grand tour. Il sert à rien, c'est bien ma veine. Toi t'as 700 d'XP. Aucune relation. Et il reste 2 infos à ton propos. Je m'occuperai de toi.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet lady of mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Alors...
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Ah d'accord, c'est ça qui est compromettant. Bien, des questions, oui.
Pardon my boldness, your ladyship, but I have questions concerning this condition we share.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by your thirst for blood. But the questions need wait.
Mais où?
I'm a scientist. My trade is in the deciphering of mysteries, and I need information to feed my mind.
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
J'ai faim.
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best to ease their pain.
Non, je te crois.
The world would be a better place if it were cared for by women like you.
You make me blush. I am simply a necessary evil.
Ah, je vais t'aider quand même.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Alors... Un autre vampire... C'est vrai que t'as l'air d'être super doué, quoi.
If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze.
Oui.
The blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
Mouais.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
Aha.
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
Vas-y, go on.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths.
Oh.
Due to massive blood loss.
Bah dis donc.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
Bah ouais. Bah j'ai soif aussi.
You are aware that I too know the thirst for the scarlet nectar.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
C'est tentant. La commère, est-ce que c'est celle qui est enfermée que je peux pas aller voir depuis le départ? Ah ben voilà. C'est pour ça qu'elle était enfermée.
Simpletons, these nurses. Bred with no respect.
Bonjour.
What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong
Je ne t'ai
fight.
pas menacé.
I'm Harriet
Pas
Jones.
encore.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
C'est-à-dire...
If I didn't know better, Miss Jones, I'd be inclined to say you enjoy this type of idle gossip.
God's honest truth, Doctor. It's just the way it is here. Most of these bitches would let you freeze to death before getting you a blanket.
Ok.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you
Okay.
have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
Ah, je savais. Petit sac d'objets. Royal Garden Theatre. Theatre. C'est mieux.
The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
Allez. Madame n'aime pas les infirmières. Hawkins, Crane, Brannigan.
We have no effective treatment for this.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Ok. Nouveau truc. Allez.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
Ok.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Ah, fallait bien s'en douter avec elle.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Ensuite... Longue lettre. Alors, Birmingham, 27 octobre. Salut Sorette. Comment ça se passe dans la capitale? Ici à Birmingham, c'est pas terrible. On dirait que la grippe a fait son retour et on a beaucoup de gens infectés dans le voisinage. Tu te souviens de Miss Scheller, la vieille alcoolique du 3e? Elle est morte il y a 2 jours. Quelqu'un a emménagé dans son appartement. Moi, il faudrait me donner un sacré paquet d'argent pour me faire dormir dans le lit d'une femme morte de la grippe il y a à peine quelques heures. Pardon d'avoir mis autant de temps à répondre à ta dernière lettre. Je dois m'occuper de Paul, de maman et de papa, en travaillant à l'usine. Alors j'ai eu du mal à trouver le temps d'écrire à ma sœur préférée. Au fait, mon fils m'a dit de passer le bonjour à sa tata Pipa. Tu devrais le voir, le petit garnement. Il me fait déjà tourner en bourrique. Maman te fait dire de rapporter encore de ces délicieux gâteaux la prochaine fois que tu reviendras à la maison. Dans ta dernière lettre, tu m'as dit que tu allais peut-être quitter ton poste du Pembroke Hospital. Laisse-moi te dire que tu feras mieux d'y réfléchir à 2 fois. C'est vrai qu'il y a toujours du boulot à l'usine, mais les salaires sont lamentables, et on s'ennuie plus qu'une journée sans partie de jambes en l'air. Oh, j'ai un nouveau fiancé, et non, je ne suis pas une traînée, espèce de sainte nitouche. Tu veux vraiment démissionner et faire quelque chose de plus utile que compter les morts tous les matins, tu ferais peut-être mieux de rester à Londres et de rejoindre ce groupe dont tu m'as parlé. Cette garde de Priwen ou je ne sais quoi. Je n'ai jamais entendu parler d'eux, mais s'ils sont, comme tu l'as dit, une sorte de milice qui peut vraiment changer les choses, c'est peut-être un bon endroit pour toi. Mais veille juste à rester en arrière et laisser les autres passer en premier. C'est comme ça que mon pauvre Billy est mort à la guerre. Parce qu'il prenait la tête de beaucoup trop de patrouilles. Saleté de guerre. Enfin bref. Viens nous voir le plus vite possible et donne-moi de tes nouvelles d'ici là. Je t'aime, Sorette. Lucie, Paul, maman et papa.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Alors, on va commencer par...
Pepper, are you sure you want to leave this hospital?
To become a nurse was a little girl's dream. But in the end, I don't feel that useful. I want more. I want to make things change.
Alors, les patients ont besoin de vous. Soyez fiers de tout ce que vous avez accompli. Ouais, soyez fiers.
You should be proud of what you've achieved. This hospital represents hope for many people in need of help.
Maybe you're right. But at the moment, I feel like we're just a cemetery waiting room.
Ouais, bah oui. Et tu voudrais être plus utile?
What steps are you prepared to take to feel more useful?
I don't know yet. My sister believes that the real fight is in the streets nowadays. Maybe she's right. Maybe this is what I must do.
Ah, si tu fais partie de la garde de Priwen, je devrais te tuer.
And what about Milton Hooks? Does he share your point of view?
For Milton, any change means more comfort and more peace. I disagree.
If you feel that saving lives is not useful enough, perhaps it means that you've lost faith.
On the contrary, my faith has never been stronger. Maybe we are all just too proud to face up to the fact that science cannot compete with God.
Slawi. Allez.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet
Non,
Jones.
pas du tout.
Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
Tac 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 tac, bah elle a pu dire la vérité peut-être.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough.
Ah ouais, carrément.
Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Ok, ok. Alors, Crane. Comment ça au sous-sol? Je comprends pas vraiment l'endroit où elle est. Elle est sur les quais? Qu'est-ce qu'elle fait sur les quais? Oh! Alors appuyez sur L pour aiguiser vos sens. Si un citoyen se comporte de manière étrange, son cœur émettra une lueur caractéristique. Si vous examinez ce citoyen, vous déverrouillerez une interaction spéciale. Essayez de trouver Dorothy Crane.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Ok, bon écoutez, on va s'arrêter là. Je sais pas combien de temps va durer ça, mais on est déjà assez loin dans l'épisode. Donc on se retrouve la prochaine fois pour la suite de cette quête et la visite d'égouts. Parce que bon, c'était un petit peu trop gai à l'extérieur, du coup les égouts c'est un petit peu plus sympa. Allez, à plus!